Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to get notified anytime that new reads are being posted, please feel free to subscribe and also hit that notification bell so that you can get those notifications anytime that new reads are being posted, okay? This read is going to be for Scorpio. Scorpio, I'm seeing that the spirit of true self is seeking security and money. I'm also seeing that the experiences that you've been going through during the cycle of this read are centered around a girls' night out. This could be like your partner that had a girls' night out, or this could be about you and how you had a girls' night out. Either way, I'm seeing how the universe is strongly involved with everything that transpired. And you getting that security that you've been seeking by the way of money, okay? So, I am seeing that the soul has been speaking the spirit of true self, a lesson in regard to the northern wind. So with the northern wind, it has to do with community and partnerships, and with a girls' night out, that's pretty self-explanatory when it comes to partnership and communities, like hanging out with your girlfriends or your significant other or your partner hanging out with their girlfriends. Something about a girls' night out and how the universe was in alignment with that. So I'm seeing that the northern wind is associated with the experience of family values. So this could have been a girls' night out with females in your family or something like that. And then I'm also seeing Broadway, so this could, like, you all could have went to a Broadway show, or the message that's associated with the Broadway card is about how it's all a show. So take it as it resonates, okay? When I see a girls' night out, the universe, and seeking security and money, it's just really speaking to like the independence of women, because of the word specifically girls' night out. So it's definitely talking about women. It's speaking to the security that women seek when it comes to money. That could have to do with like confirmation or validation that comes from the money that they make or the money that they earn, that is explanatory when they go out and they don't have to worry about someone else paying for them. They don't have to worry about manipulating other people when it comes to the money that they make, if they're secure in how much money it is that they have. So it could have something to do with that. And that's all that I can really see. Then I'm also seeing that the soul has been teaching the spirit of true self a lesson in regard to the eastern wind. So with the eastern wind, that has to do with perception. So it is all based on your perception, how it is that you process the time that you had when you went on this girls' night out, or how you're perceiving things when someone else went on a girls' night out, okay? With that eastern wind and perception, is specifically speaking to dark alleys. So when it says dark alleys, that means like that could represent circumstances, situations that are not so great, right? I can give a good example of like when I went out by myself to a lounge. I saw a group of girls that were obviously like in a group together. However, one of the females was like really inebriated, and it's cool if you're around people that you can trust that are like having a good time with you. Also, like I said, it's based on the perception. So from the outside looking in, it just looked like the females that she was quote unquote friends with that were there with her weren't really there for her, because she was falling all over the place. And then 2 seconds later, they're like, come on y'all, let's take more shots, like get up girl, let's take more shots, let's drink some more, da da da. Like y'all already can tell and you can see that, you know what I mean? And that is like one of those examples where I would say that that's a representation of like a dark alley. where it's like a direction that you don't necessarily want to go in. And yeah, that's all that I can say. And that's just like an example that I can think of from the outside looking in, because like, yeah, I don't know what would make my friends, if they were genuinely my friends, think that if they were like really inebriated or like really intoxicated or whatever, that, and then they're showing me that they're incapacitated, where like they can't stand or they can't walk or they can't talk, that I'm like, y'all keep drinking, like we're gonna get turned up, da da da. So nah, I'm not judging, I'm just saying that's an example of like a dark alley, like roads you don't really necessarily want to go down. So yeah. However, it could have been any type of situation, like the scene that happened in Players Club, where if you've seen Players Club, then you know. If you don't know, then let's just turn the page. Okay, so moving on. I am seeing that you were seeking security and money. The experiences that you had, maybe that you, when you went out with a group of girls, was either great or not so great, depending on your perception of these dark alleys. And that's just what it is. And dark alleys is based on your interpretation or your perception of what that is. Your experience is specific to what it is that you're going through or what you have gone through during the cycle of the read. So take it as it resonates. However, I am seeing that it may have been challenging, where your soul put you through a certain experience where you were being pulled by or pushed by the northern wind towards a direction of being rooted in your family values, or thinking about your family values and how they're challenged with putting on a show with this group of girls for this girls' night out. So take it as it resonates, because that's what I'm seeing for the overall, cycle of the read. So the messages and the specific emotions that are associated with the read are that someone is defending you, or you're defending someone, okay? Someone that may have been vulnerable, maybe you were vulnerable, okay? And you were surprised, or that person was surprised, and for you not to feel helpless. So yeah, I'm just, the energy for you not to feel forced, right? This is an energetic read, so like I said, it is the read is coming through by the way of time that has been offered to me, and it's just solely based off of the energy that was offered to me for me to be able to get the read to you. So this may be like a sensitive read, so take it as it resonates. And it's the message is for you to feel open, maybe to share, or open to receive what's coming next, for you not to be worried and for you not to be confused. So what I'm seeing is that someone was worried, they were confused, they felt like they were forced to do something, they felt helpless, they maybe were surprised by what happened to them, and maybe you felt vulnerable. Or this has to do with someone that you know, care about, and love, that you were with during this girls' night out, or it has to do with your partner and like something that happened to them during a girls' night out, and because you're connected to that person, this is what happened during the cycle of the read, okay? So take it as it resonates. I am seeing everything that happened during the cycle of this read has to do with you ascending. So the energy that you were in and the energy that you're going to be in the future all has to do with you being in an ascension. Ascension has to do with learning and expanding, transcending from who it is that you were to who it is that you are to become, preparing for a union, or being in a new phase for your life. I'm also seeing camera. So with camera, it's showing me that there may be someone reminiscing, making memories. You may be learning from the past, and there may be a time where this is a time where you may just, like I said, be looking at things from a different perspective by the way of recognizing or acknowledging if that was a dark alley or not, right? I'm hearing and I'm seeing that your story is inspirational. Okay. I'm also seeing that there may have been some backstabbing. So backstabbing has to do with betrayal, deception, lies, some type of separation, pain, loss, the shock. Like I said, that I did see that maybe you were surprised by what happened, or someone else was surprised by what happened. Though the backstabbing in the camera, it just seems like maybe there was some toxic behavior that was going on when you went out for a girls' night out, and maybe someone recorded it or something like that, and it was not a great experience, right? Like, it was a dark alley, and I'm not projecting that that is something that you either went through or that you're going to go through. What I'm saying is that that's just what I'm seeing, and the fact that it's inspiring, like the way that you got over the situation, the way that you ascended and became something greater, in that you're not a victim of that situation. You're a victor over the situation because you overcame it. It did not depress you or overtake you or overwhelm you. I'm just seeing that you are an inspiration to others because of the way that you survived. And then I'm seeing grounding. Grounding represents stability and security, performance, growth, and endurance. So what I can give you a brief awareness of is that when certain situations or attacks like that on your stability and your sense of security, and even the trust in the relationship that you have with God, those people that may have attacked you or quote unquote victimized you, or, well, you're not a victim, you overcame it and you're a victor. Though those people that exploited your vulnerabilities, right, they have entity attachments to them. They have those, they have those challenges and things that they need to overcome internally. And when God puts you on a pathway to go through certain things and you overcome it, I'm not talking about when you're going through it, because when you're going through it, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, right? Though when you overcome it and you know that you haven't just overcome it for yourself, you've overcome it for your bloodline, for your children, for your children's children, for all of those that look up to you. And these are the energies that are seen and unseen that look up to you, because we don't know what purpose our story serves for God, right? So I say that to say, overall, you start out in an energy of ascension, and when things come full circle, you are in a grounding energy where you're stable and you're secure and you've grown. And even more than anything that no one can ever take away from you is the fact that you endured. You endured for the wellness of your soul to be your priority, for spiritual maturity to take precedence, okay? And I say that because you are an inspiration and you deserve to know that you're an inspiration, okay? So, if you're not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, I do them based on time that has been offered or available to me for me to be able to share the message with you. So thank you. The time that has been offered to me is the King of Cups. With the King of Cups, it's a representation of someone being emotionally intelligent and secure. With the King of Cups energy, it is a representation of emotional intelligence and awareness and security. Someone that can give space to others to be able to understand where their emotions are coming from and help them find solutions, and also someone that knows how to communicate their emotions well. Okay, someone that can manage that. Yeah. Okay, so the King of Cups energy is received as like very soft and genuine and very intelligent, someone that's really smart, someone that's, so I don't know if this is an honor, like if you're honoring me with the King of Cups energy, or if this is, I mean, it's an honor either way. Like if I'm connected to someone that is in the King of Cups energy and that person was my offer, like you meet this person, you know this person, you're connected to this person, you have a healthy relationship with this person, and if you're also saying that about me, either way, yes, thank you. And then the energy that I see you in for the cycle of the read is the moon energy. So this is representing, obviously, if you're a female, someone that could be on their cycle, or it could represent just the energy of you taking the time to think about what it is that you've gone through in your life, really reflecting on certain aspects of your life, memories, maybe specifically associated with this girls' night out, take it as it resonates, and how the main focus of the security that you were seeking was money, right? Also, the emotions that were associated with those feelings and those memories, okay? So the significance of those memories and the emotions that are associated with them. Okay, so in this moon energy, you are being received as like delightful, very sensitive, also like really glamorous and fabulous or well put together. Okay, so maybe, you know, you all got dressed up, you all looked amazing, you all looked good. And with this sensitive card, I am seeing like you were also vulnerable, probably really vulnerable. Okay, now as far as what you experienced, that is private. It's kept private to you because it's your own experience. I can only see, like I said, the certain specific things that I can see, right? And I'm seeing that there was some type of backstabbing that may have happened, and some dark alleys, and then I'm also seeing that there may have been challenges or a push towards the northern wind with your family values. So in the past position during the cycle of the read, I am seeing that either you were in this Emperor energy or there was an Emperor energy that came into the experience, right? So the Emperor energy is someone that's innovative, creative. They thrive in creativity and setting the stage, right? So this could have been someone that was like hosting a party, inviting you out, something like that, okay? And like I said, this could be, or it could have been like someone that was of interest to you, someone that really prioritizes you. And this could have been you, like I said, like you're the main attraction, the main event, someone that, you know, you got dressed up, you put, you know what I'm saying, you set the stage for you to have an amazing time is what I'm seeing. So this is either you or this is the other person or people, one of those people. And the Emperor is being received as like honorable, just, virtuous, and understood. So this is definitely probably you, male or female. The gender is not specific, so take it as it resonates. Considering the fact that during the cycle of the read, you are being received as like vulnerable. I'm just also seeing you're being received as honorable, and you know, that's understood. You're the creative one. You're also like pretty reserved, though at, you know, at the same time, like very, yeah, you know what I mean? So that's probably you in that Emperor energy. And then I'm seeing that there was the Ten of Rods. So the Ten of Rods is showing me like maybe there was some overindulgence, maybe we was getting turned up, you know what I mean? A lot of partying, because the Ten of Rods could be like a warning of overindulgence or being overburdened, taking on too much, right? Ten of Rods, that's what that represents. You are being received in this energy as like mild and timid, though. You're also delightful. So like I was saying, this could have been that situation where it's like you're with a group of friends and you're having a good time, even if you were a birthday girl, right? And maybe there was some unresolved childhood trauma or stuff like that going on. And when you're out with your friends or your girls, you're not necessarily bringing that trauma with you, right? Intentionally. Though these people know, because they're your friends or your family, whatever the situation was, or your partner, they know like what your vulnerabilities were or what they are. And so does the universe, which is why I'm seeing the universe card, right? And it's just like in the midst of you having a great time or trusting the people that you're around and you all are having a great time together, I'm hearing like a slip, like that kind of like slips into the reality as if you're not satisfied by the amazing time that you were having, right? And sometimes that happens. I'm not saying that that is exactly what happened. I'm just saying that sometimes it does happen. And that's why the universe is involved in it, because it conspires to help you become better. So that's what I'm saying, like even as you may have gone through that experience that was not so great, if it wasn't great, that you went through it so that you can overcome whatever the real trauma is and what the real challenges are. And sometimes certain things happen. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. And then I'm also seeing that you did overcome that challenge of feeling like overburdened and overwhelmed. And then there was a challenge of trust, maybe where that backstabbing energy happened. Because like I said earlier, I was seeing the camera card where it said something about reminiscing, making memories, learning from the past. So with that Ten of Rods, like as you're hanging out with your friends, you're having a good time with your friends, there is that sense of like reminiscing within the spirit, literally within the spirit, right? Yeah. And then I'm seeing the trust being challenged with the Two of Swords, where you're meant to be led by faith and not by sight. And considering the fact that there's this girls' night out going on and maybe you just didn't know who you could trust with that situation is kind of what I'm seeing. You are being received in this energy as like refined, right? So the trust is refined. And so you're also being received as like quiet and like not really talkative, so I just see that you're not really communicating with anyone like that. Like maybe you don't want to talk about how overwhelmed you were, maybe you don't want to talk about how it is that you overcame those challenges. Essentially it is up to you. And then I'm just seeing you healing from these energies of distrust naturally. Okay, that's really what I'm seeing. That you're just healing from it naturally, maybe being in the energy of forgiveness naturally, probably by the way of grounding yourself, is kind of what I'm seeing. And then towards the end of the cycle of the read, I'm seeing the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is representing that you have a bunch of options and how it is that you want to move forward. Like whatever it is that you're passionate about, be led by faith, not by sight. And if you feel those emotions or those energies that are in some kind of way related to your trauma, don't become overwhelmed by it, because you are a creator and an innovator within your own reality. And if you ever needed a reminder of how to look at what that can mean for you, just look at your money, what you've invested your money in, what people have invested in you, what God's source energy has invested, what the universe has invested in you when it comes to money. And think about what that means for you. The universe invested money in you for you to be able to do a lot of things. And what do you spiritually or on a soul level get out of it? Okay. And what does that mean for you long term, when you're thinking about how you've grounded yourself and what matters most, and how you've healed from or overcome the challenges that you've gone through, right? As you are in this Emperor energy and you can innovate and you can create, you have all of these options towards the end of the cycle of the read where you can pretty much do anything. Are you investing in your healing? Is, I think, the big question as someone is defending you or you're defending someone else. Okay? So let's see what's going to happen in the future for you. Like I said in the beginning, you are in an energy of ascension. So you're going through a cycle of lessons being learned, right? Preparing for a union and going into a new phase in your life. And like I said also in the beginning, your story is inspiring. So maybe you write a book, right? Whatever your skills and talents are, I'm sure that they'll render you in an energy of greatness. So in the future, I'm seeing you being in an energy of strength. And considering everything that you went through, strength is what you need. Strength is what your vessel needs. Strength is what the spirit of true self needs, even as you're seeking security and money. Because I've seen people like extremely wealthy in their financial accounts, though very weak in the body and weak in the spirit. So take that into consideration when you're thinking about all of these options and what direction you want to move in, okay? So I'm seeing you in strength. I'm also seeing that you're being like really romantic. You may be strengthening the dynamic of your personal relationships with romanticism. There's nothing wrong with that. Especially if what you experienced in the past was like some type of abuse, or like being vulnerable amongst friends, and in some kind of way maybe you were violated, like healing from that trauma, and then being able to reinforce that healed energy in the dynamic of a healthy relationship with your partner by the way of gentle romanticism is healthy, okay? And it is a form of strength, especially if you're in that healing energy and you want to remain in that continued healing energy. So then I'm also seeing you in this energy as calm, like your tranquility is also your strength. Your peacefulness, your mindfulness, your wholeness is your strength. And these are the kind of family values that you want to be able to instill in your children or your bloodline or your family as well. Anyone that looks up to you as well. You're also being received in this energy. It's not repulsive, not foul, not offensive, considering how strong it is that you may feel that you have to be. Sometimes the saying goes, hurt people hurt people. And considering that you're in this energy of strength where you're not being offensive, you're not being rude, you're not being cruel to anyone, rather you're going within and doing the shadow work, because even as you did not inflict the harm upon yourself in this lifetime, you're responsible for healing from any harm that has been inflicted on you, right? And that strength, that energy comes from God's source within, so that wickedness is banished. Evil is banished. The spirit of vengeance, the spirit of hate, the spirit of blame, separation, loss, the spirit of worry, the spirit of fear or confusion, helplessness, being forced into doing anything. They're banished. They can't go with you moving forward, because you operate in an energy of defense for yourself and the God source energy that is within you, that has given you permission and animated you into existence. You gotta complement that energy with that ascension that He has prepared for you, okay? So, as far into your future as I can see, obviously you're ascending. And we're very proud of you. Your spiritual community, your family, celestial, cosmic, zodiac, and earthly, if you talk to them. They're all proud of you, okay? And you're going on this new adventure of your ascension with this Fool card. So this is someone that is inspired. You are the inspiration, and you also are inspired to be that. Okay. You're being received as very hardworking, also virtuous, divinely guided, not exhausted by the battles, because you have that state of mind that you need to move forward confidently. This person is not worried about nothing. Like looking up to the heavens, like divinely guided, okay? So to you, Scorpio, I do say congratulations. Happy holidays. I love you, and thank you all so much for joining me. I will see you all next time. Bye. Hey, my everythings. I hope that you all are doing well. So we have a goal. Do you know how I do the service projects like American Red Cross, Habitat for Humanity, working with FEMA? I'm in the recruitment process for a new government service project. That requires relocation, and your girl needs some money. So if you or anyone that you know is willing to help in the support or the move I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe because we only have a few months. I know it's like a last minute ask, though this is something that we really need so that everything can go out and make a difference, okay? Thank you so much, and I appreciate you all for supporting the channels.